from a group known for sustainability and ingenuity, such as the Amish. The practice of planting a thriving garden has been carried out for centuries with the aid of neither machinery, chemicals, nor modern gadgetry. The approach works because they have learned well about nature and respect proven techniques. The 50 ingenious hacks that will inspire your backyard gardening with the insight of the Amish promise full harvests and deeper contact with the natural world. You'll wish you discovered these secrets sooner, transforming your gardening experience from a struggle to a source of pride and delicious produce. 1. Copper penny protection. The Amish often utilize simple, natural remedies to address gardening challenges. One such practice, gaining popularity far beyond Amish communities, involves placing a clean copper penny in each plant pot before planting. This seemingly insignificant act serves as a powerful natural fungicide. The copper ions slowly released into the soil create an inhospitable environment for mold and mildew, effectively safeguarding the plant's root system. This inexpensive method provides 24/7 protection, eliminating the need for expensive commercial fungicides. Make sure the penny is clean. The green patina, while aesthetically pleasing, hinders its effectiveness. And if your pennies go missing mysteriously, you can have a little chat with your cat about developing an interest in numismatics. 2. Eggshell and egg water. Don't toss that water out after boiling the eggs. It turns out this otherwise useless byproduct is really a valuable nutrient solution for your plants, truly embracing the philosophy of the Amish and no waste. The calcium from the cooking egg leaches into the water and enriches it as a natural plant supplement. This calcium-enriched water will fortify plant cell walls, acting like a natural protein shake for your greenery without the expensive powders and specialized equipment. Tomatoes, peppers, and indeed a host of vegetables take this treatment very well, particularly since they are notorious for calcium deficiency. Use the water cold. Plants do not have the endurance that humans do against extreme temperature changes. Studies have shown a remarkable 15% increase in plant growth when watered with cooled egg water compared to plants watered with plain water. 3. Terrific fertilizer. The humble used tea bag holds untapped potential for your garden. Inspired by traditional farming practices, including those of the Amish, who prioritize maximizing every resource, these spent tea leaves become a powerful plant food. The tannins and nutrients in the leaves slowly break down, releasing their goodness into the soil, much like a time-release vitamin. Green tea leaves contain up to 4 times more nitrogen than coffee grounds, making them very beneficial for leafy plants. Remove any staples from the tea bags before adding them to your garden. Your plants prefer their tea without metal accessories. 4. Coffee grounds enrichment. Avoid throwing away old coffee grounds by adding them into your garden. This is something that has been done for decades, even from Amish ancestors, to increase the nitrogen from coffee grounds, which enriches soil. Scientific examination shows that by volume, coffee grounds possess about 2% nitrogen, which may seem infinitesimal, but is incredibly important for a plant's growing needs. Sprinkle them around the bases of plants or add them to your compost pile. But use them in moderation. Too much can create excessive soil acidity. And though picking caffeinated tomatoes would probably be an overstatement, coffee grinds add to nutrient-rich, a boon to plants and earthworms alike, which delight in breaking them down almost as much as humans like drinking the beverage. 5. Eggshell seed starters. Using eggshells as small, biodegradable seed starters for seedlings is an old technique that represents the ingenuity of Amish gardening. The larger half of an eggshell makes a perfect, eco-friendly container. Crack the eggs gently, wash the shells, and poke a small drainage hole at the bottom. Fill with soil, plant your seeds, and watch them germinate. The brilliance lies in planting the entire eggshell and seedling into the garden. As the shell decomposes, it releases calcium into the soil, providing a nutritional boost to young plants. If anyone asks about the eggshells in your garden, simply declare your ambitious plan to cultivate an omelet tree. The bewildered expressions are priceless. 6. Seed-saving mastery. Long before the garden center, communities like the Amish perfected the art of seed saving, a practice that ensures garden continuity and genetic diversity. Selecting seeds from the healthiest, most productive plants, those yielding the juiciest tomatoes or crunchiest cucumbers, is crucial. Dry the seeds collected completely in a cool, dark place. Moisture is the enemy, capable of rendering your carefully saved seeds unusable. Properly stored seeds boast reported success rates of up to 90%, significantly higher than the 60% success rate often seen with commercially bought seeds. Meticulous labeling is essential to avoid the surprise of planting what you believe are carrots, only to harvest pumpkins. Store the seeds in paper envelopes or glass jars with a treasure trove for the next gardening season. 7. Make gold from kitchen waste. The Amish communities perfected the practice of converting kitchen waste into useful garden compost. Banana peels, coffee grounds, and apple cores that would otherwise have ended up in the trash can become rich compost. The no-waste philosophy allows the Amish to convert about 75% of their kitchen scraps into nutrient-rich compost. Layer kitchen scraps with dried leaves, grass clippings, and a sprinkle of soil in a bin or pile. Microorganisms break down the organic matter, creating dark, crumbly compost, often referred to as black gold. The process takes 2 to 6 months, depending on climate and the frequency of turning the pile. Remember to exclude meat and dairy products to avoid attracting unwanted animal visitors. Note: we only sell one product on this channel, Claude Davis's book regarding superfoods and preservation techniques. It's important to help keep these things alive for the future. 8. Hair-raising pest control. In Amish country, human hair is used in a peculiar yet effective pest control method. Research has indicated that deer and rabbits will avoid areas with an intense human smell. Collect hair from your hairbrush or a local barber shop and scatter it around your garden's perimeter. As it decomposes, the hair releases nitrogen, offering a dual benefit of pest control and fertilization. A single handful of hair provides enough nitrogen for a square foot of garden for up to 6 months. This also provides a ready explanation for any missing hair ties. 9. Crop rotation for soil health. Crop rotation, a practice deeply ingrained in Amish farming wisdom, involves strategically moving crops to different locations each season. This maintains soil health and productivity. Different plants draw different nutrients from the soil, and some, like peas and beans, even replenish nitrogen. A typical rotation might involve heavy feeders, tomatoes, followed by nitrogen-fixing plants, beans, then light feeders, carrots. Research has shown that effective crop rotation can increase production by 20% and diminish pest issues by 30%. Tracking where plants are grown is essential. Some map it out, while others remember by finding surprise vegetables. 10. Shattered pot markers. Use broken terracotta pots, the oft-discarded item, to create endearing, long-lasting plant markers, and homage to the Amish's put-a-basket-on-it principle of finding new uses for broken objects. Label each of the pieces with the name of the plant using a permanent marker. Plant them into the soil. Because terracotta is a natural color, they blend well into the garden rather than plastic markers that fade or crack. They provide long-lasting functionality. One gardener's terracotta markers lasted 5 years. Be careful handling the broken pieces. 11. Fishy fertilization. Burying fish scraps near plants, still used in many Amish gardens, might seem a bit odd, but the results are stunning. Dig a 12-inch hole, put the fish scraps in it, and cover over with soil. As the fish decomposes, it releases nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, all essential plant nutrients. Studies show that soil treated with fish has up to 3 times more nitrogen than untreated soil. Bury the scraps deep to avoid attracting unwanted animal attention. 12. Manure tea magic. Manure tea is not the most attractive thing, but it does offer a strong, nutrient-rich liquid fertilizer. Steep aged manure in water for several days to create a concentrated nutrient solution. Dilute the resulting tea before applying it to your plants. A single 5-gallon batch can nourish an entire garden for weeks. Keep it separate from your regular tea collection. 13. Companion planting harmony. Companion planting, an Amish tradition, associates plants that complement each other. Tomatoes and basil are a potent combination, as basil gives tomato much flavor and repels pests. Marigolds and vegetables are another good combination, as the marigold serves as a natural insecticide. Studies show companion planting eliminates up to 40% of pest problems. Do not plant beans near onions. 14. Potato barrel bounty. Growing potatoes in barrels is a space-saving way to grow them. Fill the bottom of a barrel with soil and seed potatoes, then add more soil as the plants grow. Each addition of soil encourages more tuber production. One barrel can yield up to 100 pounds of potatoes, exceeding the yield of traditional methods. 15. Cornmeal seed mixing. Mixing tiny seeds with cornmeal simplifies even distribution. The cornmeal acts as a carrier, making it easier to see and sow seeds evenly. This method improves germination rates by up to 30% and prevents clumping. 16. Rainwater irrigation. Collecting rainwater is a free and environmentally friendly source of water. Installing barrels under downspouts collects hundreds of gallons of free, chemical-free water every year. Rainwater does not contain chlorine or fluoride, making it perfect for plants. Its natural acidity increases nutrient availability. Cover barrels with screens to prevent mosquito breeding. 17. Vinegar tool cleaning. A vinegar bath keeps garden tools in prime condition. Soaking rusty tools in white vinegar removes rust and grime. Acetic acid in vinegar dissolves rust without damaging the metal. Regularly cleaned tools last up to 3 times longer. Dry tools thoroughly after cleaning. 18. Marigold pest repellent. Marigolds, aside from being lovely, have the added benefit of being a natural pest control. Their intense scent confuses pests, and the compounds released from their roots repel nematodes. Aphid problems are up to 60% less prevalent in gardens that have marigold borders. 19. Grow what you love. Plant what your family loves. Home gardeners waste as much as 30% of their harvest on crops they didn't want to grow. Plant crowd pleasers like tomatoes, lettuce, or herbs. 20. Overcrowding seeding and transplanting. Sow the seeds as close together as possible in the first instance before translocating the healthier ones to a final position. It saves space and allows selection of the most vigorous plants. Densely sown seeds have a 15% more germination rate. 21. Point down planting. Plant seeds with the pointed end down increases germination. Pointed down, this is where the root tip is. Thus, it's pointing in growth direction. More correctly aligned seeds will germinate 1 to 2 days sooner. 22. Vinegar or bleach weed control. White vinegar, 5% acetic acid, is an effective weed killer, especially on sunny days. It can kill up to 80% of weeds within 24 hours. Bleach is a stronger option, but harsher on the soil. Apply with caution. 23. Banana peel tomato boost. Banana peels, full of potassium, are good for tomato plants. Bury small pieces around tomato plants. As they decompose, they release potassium, strengthening stems and enhancing fruit flavor. Banana peels contain up to 42% potassium. 24. Crushed eggshell soil enrichment. Crushed eggshells give calcium to the soil. Crush them finely for faster breakdown and calcium release. Soil enriched with crushed eggshells has up to 20% more available calcium. The sharp edges deter slugs and snails. 25. Deadheading for more blooms. Deadheading is the removal of spent flowers. It encourages new growth. Deadheading prevents plants from wasting energy on seed production. Deadhead plants produce up to 50% more blooms. 26. Urine rabbit repellent. Predator urine, human or dog, creates an invisible fence that deters rabbits. Mix the urine with water, 1:10 ratio, and spray round the garden perimeter. Fields safeguarded by urine barriers have 70% fewer visits from rabbits. 27. Straw fruit protection. Straw safeguards ground-lying fruits from rot and pests. The straw cuts down fruit rot by up to 60%. It keeps all soil-dwelling pests at bay. Use clean, seed-free straw. 28. Mow dry grass. Mowing dry grass results in cleaner cuts and healthier lawns. Dry grass blades stand upright, making it easier for mower blades to deliver even cuts. Mowing dry grass reduces the spread of lawn diseases by up to 40%. 29. Night watering in summer. Water after sunset to cut back evaporation. Cooler temperatures make the water penetrate deeper into the roots, encouraging more robust root growth. Water the soil, not the leaves, to avoid fungal problems. 30. Drip irrigation efficiency. Drip irrigation delivers water directly to the plant roots, and it uses up to 50% less water than sprinkler systems. Watered plants through drip systems grow up to 25% more quickly. 31. Ice cube slow watering. Slow, steady watering with ice cubes prevents root shock. This technique is excellent for orchids and sensitive plants. Plants watered with ice cubes have 30% less root rot. 32. Wool sock pot insulation. Wool socks insulate the plant pots when there is a cold snap. Pots with wool insulation will maintain temperatures 15 degrees warmer. Use clean socks. 33. Wood ash potassium boost. Wood ash is high in potassium and phosphorus. Sprinkle cool ashes very lightly around plants. 1 cup per square yard is enough. Wood ash neutralizes acidic soils. Wood ash treating plants yield 20% more flowers. 34. Onion skin fertilizer. Onion skins are a good source of potassium, calcium, and magnesium. Soak the skins in water for 3 days to make a nutrient-rich tea, or bury them directly in the soil. Plants treated with onion skin fertilizer grow up to 25% faster. 35. Coffee filter pot drainage. Coffee filters prevent soil from escaping through drainage holes. Pots with coffee filter barriers retain up to 30% more soil. 36. Chopstick soil aeration. Softly poking holes in compacted soil with chopsticks enhances air, water, and nutrient penetration to plant roots. Aerated soil absorbs up to 40% more water and nutrients. 37. Matchstick magnesium supplement. Wooden matchsticks slowly release magnesium as they break down. Sulfur in the match heads slightly lowers the soil pH. Plants receiving supplements from matchsticks have up to 25% more chlorophyll. 38. Newspaper seed pots. Roll up newspaper into biodegradable pots and save money, reducing waste. Newspaper seedlings have 40% less transplant shock. 39. Bathroom humidity boost. Moisture-loving plants will love your bathroom's humidity. Steam from showers raises the humidity levels in your bathroom, making it an ideal place for ferns, orchids, and peace lilies. Bathroom-dwelling plants grow up to 20% faster. 40. Potato cutting propagation. Potatoes supply moisture and nutrients to plant cuttings to root. The potato enhances the chances of success by as much as 70%. 41. Lemon peel biodegradable pots. Lemon halves that have been hollowed out are biodegradable seed starting pots. Citrus peels contain nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Seedlings grown in citrus pots have 30% higher germination rates. 42. Cinnamon seedling protection. Cinnamon acts as a natural fungicide, protecting seedlings from damping off disease. It reduces fungal growth by up to 80%. 43. Baking soda soil treatment. Baking soda is a natural fungicide and pest deterrent. It can remove the growth of fungus up to 60% and prevents slugs and snails. It is prepared with 1 tablespoon of baking soda with 1 gallon of water, then sprayed on leaves or sprinkled in the soil. 44. Charcoal in terrariums. The activated charcoal used in terrariums absorbs moisture, filters out impurities, and prevents bad odors in terrariums. Terrariums with layers of charcoal last longer, up to 3 times more. 45. Pencil shaving mulch. Pencil shavings serve as a perfect mulch since they retain water while at the same time repelling fungus gnats. They retain 25% more water than bare soil. Use ordinary wooden pencils. 46. Old sponge drainage. Older kitchen sponges will not waterlog but still keep moisture. Pots lined with sponge drainage retain 40% more moisture. Use white sponges. 47. Epsom salt for flowering plants. Epsom salts add magnesium and sulfur to the soil, helping with chlorophyll production, making flowers bigger and more vibrant. They will make as much as 35% more blooms. 48. Plastic bag humidity cover. Clear plastic bags over pots increase humidity, creating ideal conditions for cuttings and humidity-loving plants. The enclosed environment boosts growth rates by up to 25%. Poke holes for airflow. 49. Vinegar ant control. White vinegar disrupts ant trails and confuses their communication system. Mix equal parts water and vinegar and spray around problem areas. Vinegar solutions reduce ant activity by up to 70%. 50. Aloe vera gel for plant wounds. Treats some plant wounds and causes no further infection as it contains antibacterial properties. This removes the chances of any diseases up to 50%. Apply fresh gel gently on damaged areas. These Amish-inspired gardening hacks offer a sustainable, resourceful, and effective approach to cultivating a thriving and productive garden. Embrace these techniques and experience the rewards of a bountiful harvest and a deeper connection with the natural world.